Hello. Okay, let's have a look at this. Yeah, I'll have a look. I really hope I don't get a copyright strike for this. Oh, bloody hell.
Today's video is about Ludwig, actually, who made a video called What is Happening to Twitch, in which he explains what is going on with the adpocalypse taking place on Twitch right
Ethan, are you okay? What's up with this? Are you okay?
now. In this video, he somehow didn't mention me, Hassan, Israel IP block, or
Okay. It's not everything's about you, Ethan.
anything. It's like he's so afraid of pissing off the cool kids that they're not going to let him sit at his
Ethan, not everything's about you.
at their table anymore. The stakes are a little higher, in my opinion, because by misrepresenting what happened, he doesn't help anyone. I mean, he helps Hassan. That's the only person he does, but he sweeps.
I don't really see what this has to do with
this anti-Semitism issue right under the rug to the point where it's like, wow, you really don't care. You really do not care about this at all.
Look, Ethan, I understand you're having a mental health crisis over Hassan. I'm not a big fan of Hassan either, okay? I don't really like him. I think he's a piece of shit, okay? But like this is not really anything to do with anything. I mean, you don't have to mention every single person who comes up in left-wing politics when it comes to Twitch. Now, I don't use Twitch. I hate Twitch. I think it rots your brain, but yeah.
So let's go ahead and watch a sliver of this mogul Mel and see.
Let me just have a look. Let me just check that. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong window. Oh, hello. Oh, this is trippy as hell. This is trippy as hell. Whoa, I am tripping right now. Holy shit.
What's going on with Ludwig?
Okay. Oh, bloody hell. They'll get the hang of OBS.
Well, first, we have to talk about why they pulled out. Where did the advertisers go? Do they hate Twitch all of a sudden? Well, the genesis of this, as far as I can tell, is when Asman got banned off of Twitch. Because you see, Asman got banned after making some comments about Palestinian people, some very negative comments about Palestinian people. He got banned off of Twitch. And this sort of caused a domino effect where people are like, okay, you ban Asman for saying this thing about Palestinian people, but, you know, what about this person saying this thing about this people? And that...
What?
See, here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of that sort of conversation. I think that treats it like it's a zero-sum game. At the end of the day, I'm not happy with it, but people are going to have their biases, and that's just the way it is. So
This person saying this about these people... Did you just yada, yada, yada the whole
Ethan, please get therapy.
Anti-Semitism thing to protect your friend Hassan? How?
Not necessarily. Ethan, he's not even bringing you up.
About having a Houthi militant on Twitch, man?
Yeah, but again, Ethan, you're doing the whataboutism stuff here. Again, I don't like that he did the Houthi stuff. I think I think Hassan should be banned for that as well. But again, you're just doing the whataboutism again. So it's none of this is helpful. None of this is any help, to anyone.
Mainstream to talk about One Piece and to glaze up his fucking little Houthi
Ethan, please. Ethan, please get therapy.
cock with a flat.
Yeah, I don't like Hassan either, again, but this is not, you're just doing the classic whataboutism.
Flapping in the background that says a curse upon the Jews.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ludwig.
Oh, no, not the curse upon the Jews part. I'm saying his assessment of Hassan is fair, but again, this is just get therapy, man. You need therapy, not an audience.
Why did you even bother to make this video? You know what I mean? Just
he's not even bringing up Hassan or you for that matter.
you don't have to talk about it if you're too cowardly to explain it, really.
Because this is an issue Twitch has been dealing with for years, which is inconsistency in their bans. All right, they have their
That's every company, and I'm not happy about it, but
code of conduct, their terms of service, whatever. They have to ban based off of that, and sometimes it's not upheld consistently. All right, and so this
oh, not her. No, I don't like her. Fuck her. Fuck her. Oh my god.
became, you can see October 16th is the day Asmund got banned, a very common trend. All right. Oh, you ban Asmund? Well, what about when Frogan said,
Oh. Oh my god. I actually lost brain cells listening to Frogan.
this, crazy thing about U.S. soldiers. All right. And Twitch got basically controversy after controversy after controversy.
No mention of Hassan or me,
What? He doesn't.
frankly.
Yeah, maybe because he just doesn't want to. Yeah, maybe because he doesn't want to mention you. Maybe he just wants to stay out of it. I'm sorry, Ethan, but not everything's about you. These people have their own lives.
Not to suck my own dick here, but I did a whole 3-hour episode dedicated in,
Ethan, please get therapy.
meticulous 14 pages of meticulous
Okay, and some people don't want to talk about it. That's fine. You've got to accept that.
thesising about why I thought Hassan was harboring anti-Semitism and all the various examples.
Okay, but again, he doesn't have to talk about you. Maybe he just doesn't want to get involved. Maybe he's not sure how he feels. That's just how it goes sometimes. I understand. I can see your point, but again, this isn't helpful.
Examples of it. I thought that was probably a big moment for this all as well, but he doesn't mention
You mean a non-moment, like a lack of a moment?
any of that. How can he not mention Hassan?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
How?
And at first, this was maybe just some like social media stuff. But then there was a concerted effort by people to go straight to the advertisers. All right. Because Twitch wasn't buckling. They weren't like banning other people for their comments based off the social media blow up. They were just kind of holding fast. They banned Asmund. They're like, okay, we're good now. Please leave us alone.
That's, I think, somewhat true, but I think the underlining problem here is that they agree with the creators who they're not banning. They agree with Hassan and with
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Frogan, and it's an ideological decision. Like, it's not an unbiased decision to enforce the rules. This is
Except this is the problem, Ethan. Unfortunately, right now, what's going on, there is a massive power disparity between the Palestinian people and the IDF. Let me make this clear. This is not a war with Israel versus Palestine. This is the IDF versus versus Palestinian people, and it's the power disparity is massive between the two. There isn't a fair comparison that can be made between the Palestinian people and the IDF. Now, if the IDF were just bombing actual Hamas terrorists, I'd be fine with that. But they're not doing that. Instead, they're just indiscriminately bombing people. This is not a war of... Again, this isn't against Hamas. This is they're just indiscriminately bombing people.
This is them
How are they any better than the terrorists?
refusing to further other political point of views and identities.
Again, like, people aren't entirely sure how they feel about this. People have mixed feelings, and I'm sorry, Ethan, but people are not a monolith. You can't expect people to engage in this way. You can't expect people to constantly go, well, what about? It's, people have their own biases. People have the things that they personally care about. Like, for example, me as a trans person, okay, at the end of the day, I'm going to care about causes that affect me. I'm sorry, Ethan, but that's just human nature. Let me just get transparent. Which, oh shit, that one. I'm sorry, Ethan, but that's just how humans work, and I'm sorry it's taking you this long to figure out.
That they agree with. It's downright corruption. It's horrifically bad.
Again, Ethan, it's not about you. This is the thing. It's not about you, but you're assuming it's about you.
That did not work. They were not left alone. Not only were they not left alone, their advertisers were not left alone. And this is one of the other genesis I can see of advertisers now getting involved after the Asman ban. And here's a tweet that said, made a video of what you can do. It's a long video, so I'll just distill it. But basically, it was email the advertisers that Twitch worked with who were displayed prominently in sections that people viewed as like anti-Semitic and get them involved. Okay? He says, you know, fuck Twitch for making me do this cancel culture, cuck, fucks, and blueser shit. But that is exactly
I don't know the
what
context
happened.
of this.
It was a attempt at creating an adpocalypse.
It's not an attempt to create an adpocalypse. It's an attempt to hold certain people accountable when the platform downright refuses to and runs ads on like incendiary, psychotic fucking content, right?
Again, this isn't anti-Semitism on the corporation's part. It's the corporations just trying to make money, unfortunately, and I don't approve of it, and I definitely think there should be some regulation about it. Again, but Ethan keeps doing this whataboutism that I think is ultimately not that helpful.
Adpocalypse attempt, very successful. Now Twitch tried to curb this. They tried to appease advertisers and also the Anti-Defamation League, who's getting involved. And they banned several Arab streamers following a Habibi rating panel that was at TwitchCon, and you can see
Fuck these guys.
the sponsors are in the background of this. This was going viral. I promise you, all of these sponsors got thousands of emails in their inbox after this. And it worked.
This level of anti-Semitism is platformed on a main stage of TwitchCon. In front of these sponsors, I mean, what the fuck do you expect, man? Don't blame the people at...
What? It doesn't sound like he's blaming anybody. He doesn't sound unhappy about it. I'm confused now. Let me rewatch that again.
After this. And it worked.
This level of...
He doesn't sound unhappy about it, Ethan. I'm confused now.
Anti-Semitism is platformed on a main stage of TwitchCon. in front of these sponsors. I mean, what the
Yeah, and now it's been dealt with. So what's the issue?
fuck do you expect, man? Don't blame the people sending emails.
He's not blaming anybody. It doesn't sound like that to me.
Blame fucking Dan Clancy.
Again, Ethan, it feels like you're ascribing negative intent where there is none, and that's what's just really confusing to me.
And his team of morons. That
Yeah, of course. I mean ascribing negative intent to Ludwig, where I don't think there is any.
did nothing to shield their ecosystem from this. Especially considering they had so much time to learn from what happened to YouTube. Pure incompetence.
Fair.
I was, and others were raising the siren about this
I'm sorry, Ethan, but if you keep doing these facial things, that's a clear sign you need therapy.
event
I think it's called a tick.
and this segment, which I found offensive and anti-Semitic. And Twitch did nothing for several days as this got worse and worse and worse. Once again, as
Yeah, mega corporations suck ass. And the sky is blue.
Gold got banned immediately, rightfully, duly. However, when it comes to Frogan and her friends shitting on Jewish people, shitting on Zionists, right? They need a lot of time to think about it. And I think, yeah, like when the ADL got involved, that's only when they finally.
Again, I don't know why this video is about Ludwig, because it doesn't sound like Ludwig is happy about the anti-Semitism.
Suspended Frogan and all the other people up on the stage. When a sitting congressman started writing letters, posting on Twitter, then they said, oh,
Maybe there's something I don't know about Ludwig. I don't know. I haven't seen anything really bad from him, personally. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not informed. We'll see.
okay, we should probably do something, but
So there's currently in Twitch world a piss match, right? Hassan is blaming Asmongold for the adpocalypse for teaming up with people who he says, and Asmon is
Tourette's syndrome. Is that like fix? Hang on. Let me have a look. Sorry, I need to have a look. Search that up. I wasn't aware that he had Let me just have a look. What's Tourette's syndrome? Tourette's syndrome. Neurological that causes people to have tics. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's neurological. Are you sure it's not a therapy thing? Okay. I mean, I used to have tics. And they went away. That was largely a stress thing for me. Rett syndrome, that's no cure. That's, yeah, behavioral therapy. There we go. Yeah, it's correct. That's a therapy thing. So what are you on about?
Looking at me and blaming me, I want to say you're welcome.
taking blame himself and probably talking about DEI again for the 100th time. If I had to guess.
Fair.
Now,
well, why do you have to guess? You're the guy reporting on what happened, right? Why we guessing, Ludwig? But certainly,
Again, this is the problem, Ethan, with what you're doing, and you're making the exact same mistake as Asmongold. You're treating combating Islamophobia and combating anti-Semitism as if they're two. Oh God. What does that even mean? Hereditary? I don't even know what that means. Anyway, the problem I see is he's treating Islamophobia and sorry, I lost my train of thought there. He's treating solving Islamophobia and solving anti-Semitism as mutually exclusive. And I know he might not think of it that way. Why do you want about you, Abe? Oh, fuck off.
Ludwig is making a lot of guesses in this video here. And I'm guessing that Hassan's cock must taste pretty good. Hassan, he doesn't
Again, you even said he didn't bring up Hassan, so I don't know why you're bringing Hassan into this.
use baby wipes. He just calls Ludwig over. Where are we? Anyway, Ludwig, you know, cheers and all that.
Complete. How is that ableist? It literally shows that you can solve it with therapy.
Appreciate you.
It'll be ableist if it was physically impossible to solve it.
What? You don't have to make a video, right? Because at the end of the day, what does this do? It absolves the actual perpetrators of this adpocalypse.
No, it doesn't.
It moves the blame over to somebody who wasn't really involved.
No, I don't. Ludwig didn't bring that up.
And by doing this, you ensure that no real change is actually going to come to this platform, right? And this is just going to keep happening.
I don't think he ever said that.
And because you are so cowardly, you need so desperately to have the cool kid Hassan's approval that you are actually
Yeah, fuck Hassan.
willing to throw the platform. And frankly, if I'm going to be a little over the top, your Jewish community under the bus as well. Without mentioning even a tiny bit the main issue of this, which is anti-Semitism perpetrated by Hassan and his lemming.
Yeah, again, I'm not a big fan of Hassan. I think he's an asshole. I don't like him.
His lackeys.
Okay. Well, that was
Hey guy, what?
hard to watch. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about this. I understand that that Ethan's going through some hard shit, but like again, I don't think Ludwig said anything that was incriminating, so I think he's, I don't know. I feel like, I'm sorry to say, I feel like Ethan is like really behind the curve when it comes to social issues. What I mean by that is he's just not really up to date. He's like where I was. Now I'm 22, okay? He's where I was like 2 years ago, okay? I'm 22, and that was 2 years ago for me. And he's what, 39? Let me have a look. Wait, I hope I spelled Ethan Klein. Yeah, 39. I got that right. Yeah, so I wish Ethan Klein all the best. I really hope he gets the help he needs. I think that he watch the content. What? I don't even know what you're saying. Anyway, yeah. So thanks for watching, and I hope see you in the next video.